Spiritle, Chapter 1, The Enigmatic Invitation. It was a cold and rainy evening in the small town of Meadowbrook. The townsfolk huddled in their cozy homes, seeking refuge from the relentless downpour. Among them was a young girl named Emily, who sat by the window, watching the raindrops race down the glass pane. As she stared out into the gloomy night, a flash of lightning illuminated the darkness, revealing a mysterious figure standing outside her house. Emily gasped and hurriedly opened the door to find a peculiar envelope lying on her doorstep. It was made of exquisite paper, adorned with intricate designs that seemed to shimmer in the dim light. Curiosity overcame Emily, and she tore open the envelope to reveal a handwritten letter. The words on the page sent shivers down her spine. "Dear Emily, you have been chosen to participate in an extraordinary event. Welcome to Spiritle, a realm where games come to life. If you are bold enough to accept this invitation, you must venture to the old oak tree on the outskirts of town at midnight. There, the gateway to Spiritle awaits. Be warned, dear Emily, for the challenges you will face are not for the faint of heart. Only the brave and the clever can triumph in Spiritle. Will you dare to accept this extraordinary adventure? Yours sincerely, a friend." Emily's heart raced with excitement and trepidation. The idea of a world where games came alive was enchanting, yet she couldn't help but wonder who this mysterious friend was and what awaited her in Spiritle. With a determined nod, she decided to accept the invitation and prepared herself for the journey ahead. Chapter 2, The Gateway to Spiritle. At the stroke of midnight, Emily tiptoed through the wet streets of Meadowbrook, clutching the envelope tightly in her hand. She reached the old oak tree, its ancient branches reaching out like gnarled fingers into the night sky. As Emily approached, she noticed a peculiar pattern on the tree trunk. It glowed softly, emitting an otherworldly aura. Taking a deep breath, she placed her hand on the glowing pattern, and to her amazement, the tree split open, revealing a swirling portal. Without hesitation, Emily stepped through the gateway and found herself transported to a realm unlike any she had ever imagined. Spiritle was a world brimming with vibrant colors and magical creatures. Lush meadows stretched as far as the eye could see, and majestic mountains loomed in the distance. Emily stood in awe, taking in the breathtaking scenery, when she noticed a path leading towards a distant castle. Her heart fluttered with excitement as she realized that the first game awaited her inside. Chapter 3, The Game of Riddles. As Emily approached the castle, she could hear a soft melodic voice drifting through the air. It led her to a grand hall, where a tall figure dressed in flowing robes awaited her. "Welcome, Emily, to the game of riddles," the figure said with a mysterious smile. "To proceed, you must answer my riddles correctly. Fail, and you shall be trapped in this castle forever." Emily's palms grew sweaty, but she mustered her courage and nodded. The figure presented her with the first riddle. "I am taken from a mine and shut up in a wooden case from which I am never released, and yet I am used by almost every person. What am I?" Emily furrowed her brow, contemplating the riddle. After a few moments, a light bulb went off in her mind, and she confidently replied, "A pencil." The figure nodded approvingly and presented her with the next riddle. For hours, Emily was challenged with mind-bending riddles, each requiring her wit and logical reasoning. She answered them all correctly, and with each correct answer, she felt a surge of confidence coursing through her veins. Finally, after the last riddle was solved, the figure's stern expression softened into a smile. "Congratulations, Emily," it said. "You have proven your intellect and shall proceed to the next game." Chapter 4, The Puzzle Maze. Emily followed the figure's directions and found herself standing before a massive maze. The hedges towered over her, their twists and turns seeming impossible to navigate. However, she knew that giving up was not an option. Armed with determination, Emily stepped into the labyrinth, carefully analyzing each turn and making note of the intricate patterns on the walls. She solved puzzles, deciphered cryptic symbols, and persevered through dead ends. Time seemed to blur as Emily delved deeper into the maze, her mind focused on unraveling its secrets. She encountered enchanted statues that provided clues, magical doors that unlocked with specific patterns, and hidden passages that led to unforeseen challenges. After what felt like an eternity, Emily reached the heart of the maze. A radiant light enveloped her, and she emerged victorious, standing in front of an ornate door, adorned with golden engravings. Chapter 5: The Final Test. As Emily pushed open the door, she entered a vast chamber, bathed in a warm, ethereal glow. In the center of the room stood a pedestal, upon which rested a gleaming crystal. A voice echoed through the chamber, resonating with wisdom and power. "Emily, you have proven your courage, wit, and perseverance," it said. "Now, you face your final test. The crystal before you holds the essence of Spiritle. To complete your journey, you must unlock its power." Emily approached the pedestal, studying the crystal. It shimmered with a multitude of colors, each hue representing a different aspect of Spiritle. She understood that to unlock its power, she needed to embrace the spirit of the games she had encountered. With a deep breath, Emily reached out and touched the crystal. Instantly, visions flashed before her eyes, riddles, puzzles, and mazes. She felt the essence of Spiritle coursing through her veins, merging with her own spirit. As the visions subsided, Emily knew